Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of the SMU Death Penalty Dynasty. NCAA Football 2006, this is James coming back at you with more commentary, and we are in Lincoln, Nebraska. The number 2 SMU Mustangs travel up the road to Lincoln, and the number 3 Nebraska Cornhuskers in the Sea of Red. I am a Nebraska graduate. It's a beautiful thing. The full stadium, the Sea of Red. It's the third biggest city in the state of Nebraska on game day. It's always been one of my favorite places on the planet. I wish we were better, but these days it's not as fun as it used to be. But it's still a really good time, and on this game, Nebraska's still fantastic. This Mackey kid right here is a big reason why they're halfback. Nebraska actually has 2 impact halfbacks and a 99 overall quarterback. They have, statistically, the best offense in the country. I believe they are the only A-plus offense in the country in this game as of right now in 2015. So they are loaded up offensively. They like to run a bit of a pro style. Again, Mackey doesn't get much here. Barksdale, the kid out of Iowa, he's like, hey, Nebraska didn't recruit me. I had to go down to Texas. Iowa kid, a little bit annoyed that he had to go do that. So really great start off the bat here. But yeah, Nebraska's got a ton of talent offensively. Again, 2 halfbacks. You're going to see Williams and Mackey. Williams is going to touch the ball a little bit, but this is going to be the Mackey show. He is an absolute stud. I believe he's 98 overall. He's got all the tools. He's super fast. He's super strong. Can catch a little bit. But yeah, Nebraska off to a rough start there. 1st and 10. We're going to get started on this end. Clark rolls left, fires it to Joshua Moore. Now an impact player. Big time catch from Joshua. 1 play, 1 first down. Clark fires left, finds Michael Chisholm. He's able to get away from a defender and gets all the way up to the 32. So we're off to a hot start here. Clark shotgun fires right, man coverage. Xavier Hart 20, 15, and drugged down at the 10-yard line. And just like that, we're in goal-to-go range, but we get a false start. 1st and 15, and there's a sack. And just like that, we might not be as in field goal range as we were. 2nd and 25, we roll left, don't have much, get hit as we throw, and the ball falls innocently to the turf. 3rd and 25, Clark surveys, fires right to the end zone. What can he say about that, baby? Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. Michael Chisholm climbs the ladder, almost as good as anybody in the country, and Nebraska can't deal with it. The one thing on their defense is I believe their strong safety was not excellent. Everybody else defensively was really good, but I believe their one weakness was its strong safety. I was like, well, that's a place that we like to go, and we're going to keep going there. 7-0 SMU. Another thing with this game, this is our first, obviously, big road test, probably our hardest road test of the year, if we're going to be honest about it. This is a tough environment to play. I believe they're like the number 12 toughest, so will not be a lot of audibling going on here. If there is, it will be tough. So we'll see how it goes. They try to pitch to Williams. That doesn't go anywhere. 2nd and 16, shotgun Lawrence. Surveys, fires over the middle, has Williams, the running back out of the backfield there, but it is going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and 11, they go with that strong set. Lawrence rolls right, fires over the middle, and has Jasmine for a really nice pickup across midfield, close to the 40-41 yard line. He dropped a pass in the first drive. He doesn't drop that one. That's a big catch on 3rd down, so they trust that kid. 1st and 10 to the 39. We're going to go to Mackey. Mackey gets a few. He doesn't get a ton, but he's getting warmed up. 2nd and 9. They love this set here. Mackey again. He's got acres of space, and he's loose. 10-5. Touchdown. Huskers. 7-7. Nebraska gets on the board. The Big Red answer quickly. They got the running game. They got the offensive line, and this kid can scoot. So Matt Rule and company even things back up here. Eric Clark has to go back to work. We find Moore on a little bit of a rub route there. Able to pick up a nice gain. Gets all the way down to the 38. 2 catches, 34 yards. Does take a shot. Love the design here. We get man coverage. We get Moore out in space quickly. Get him nice chunky yards there. 1st and 10 under center. Their own 37. Clark fires to the right. Walker keeps his feet in bounds and is able to pick up a nice chunky yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 under center. Clark surveys, fires to the left, has Joshua Moore across the middle. Nice pickup, good looking play. We're back across midfield at the Nebraska 43. Clark shotgun rolls left, fires left, has Casimir Walker across the 40-yard line. 5 in a row for Eric Clark. 2nd and 4, shotgun fires left, deflected. Fortunate that didn't get picked. That feels like a ball that gets picked. 3rd and 4, shotgun Clark doesn't really know where to go. Finally decides to roll right, fires deep to Joshua Moore. You better believe it. Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. That play looked dead on arrival, but man, oh man, this kid off platform at his own, at the middle of the field, chucks an absolute howitzer 50-plus yards down the field and finds Joshua Moore. 97 arm strength, man. This kid can make all the throws. Joshua Moore climbs the ladder 14-7. They try that pitch play to the halfback that might be a throw. We blow it up at 2nd and 18. Last play of the quarter is an incomplete pass. So Nebraska will be down 14-7. Oh, excuse me, there's 7 seconds left here. I apologize. Lawrence scrambles. Now it's the end of the quarter. It's going to be 14-7 SMU. We get the sack from Coyote Brown. It is holding on the play. We're going to decline that. And Matt Rule's not happy. I understand, but it's a beautiful mustache, so good for you. Coyote Brown gets around the edge here and brings down Lawrence at the 5. Great job. 14-7 SMU. We get the ball back on Nebraska's 40. We chuck it quickly to Michael Chisholm. I don't know if he got anything there. He may have actually lost a yard. He lost 2. 2nd and 12 to Nebraska 42. Clark Scrambler looks left, has Michael Chisholm. Got all kinds of discombobulated there. Is not able to make that play. 3rd and 12. We get Xavier Hart in space, and he's loose. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, SMU Mustang. Xavier Clark showing it off, baby. Xavier Hart, excuse me, down the sideline, shows the speed. We get the rub, and there was nobody to take care of Xavier Hart. The linebacker did not have the speed, and the DBs were completely out of sorts. So on 3rd and 12 at the 42, SMU comes up with the goods, and the last drive it was 3rd and long, and they did as well. So SMU coming up clutch on 3rd down. It's 21-7 Mustangs. Here in Lincoln, Mackey breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and we're fortunate he went out of bounds. 4 carries, 44 yards, and a touchdown. He's not done. Shotgun, handoff, Williams. Not able to pick up much there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Nebraska hands off to Mackey. He runs right up the middle, drags a defender, and gets pretty close to a 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. They're going to go heavy. I formation. Mackey has got everybody out of sorts. Corey Sisk makes a nice tackle, but not before Mackey picks up a chunky yards. We're going to go right under center. Williams this time picks up a nice chunky yards. Again, also an impact back. Gets all the way down to the 29-yard line. Shotgun Lawrence, play action, fires left. That man is wide open. Guess who it is? It's Mackey, the running back, out of the backfield, lines up as a receiver, and he hauls in the touchdown pass, 29 yards. Nebraska getting creative on offense, and they have got us kind of looking around like, what do we do about this? Mackey can catch a ball like that and get that wide open. That's going to be a problem. 21-14 SMU. We get the ball back. Clark looks, surveys, fires deep to Michael Chisholm. You better believe it, baby. Down to the 15-yard line. Michael Chisholm showing it all off so far. He's had a fantastic start to this day. Another pass interference from Nebraska that will also be declined. And again, Matt Rule can't believe it. He's just unbelievable. How could they possibly call that against my beautiful secondary? We play defense here in Nebraska. Great job by Michael Chisholm. Beats the defender who was completely boxed out. So we have 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 15. We fire left to Joshua Moore. Catches it. Did he get a foot in bounds? No, he did not. 2nd and 10 at the 15. Under center, Clark fires right, and that one's just flat out dropped by Michael Chisholm. That one's an unfortunate drop. 3rd and 10. Clark looks, surveys, rolls left. Does he have anything? He fires it late to Chisholm, but Chisholm broke off his route, and that's going to force us to settle up here. Brent Zuzo, 32 yards. That one is perfect. Nice kick by the sophomore kicker. 5 plays, 45 yards, 34 seconds. And SMU gets their 2-score lead back, 24-14. Under center, Lawrence hands off. Williams has a ton of room, and the last-ditch effort there by Corey Sisk to make the tackle. Otherwise, he may have been gone. 1st and 10. Mackey around the edge, has space. Is able to pick up a nice chunk of yards here, picks up about 5 or 6. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. I formation, tight end set right. Mackey up the gut, see you later. Across midfield, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown, Nebraska. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Mackey once again gets loose. It's a thing of beauty. He finds the space, I formation. There was no stopping it. 21-24 now. We're going to fire left to Walker in space. He's got room, and oh, man, if he gets away from that tackler, he may have been gone. Instead, it's a 6-yard gain. We fire. We've got Xavier Hart with a ton of room out here. He gets down to the 37-yard line. 24-21. Clark shotgun, surveys, fires left. That one was underthrown. That one was behind the receiver. We got lucky to get that one back. 2nd and 10. Clark surveys, looks. He's going to fire deep, but that's in a double coverage. Oh my goodness, Casimir Walker. That might be the play of the season so far. Double coverage. The ball gets batted directly up in the air, but directly in the path of Casimir Walker. What a magic trick. Take a bow, son. Nice play. Probably a little bit of luck involved here. This was not how we drew it up. The ball deflects straight up in the air, and Casimir Walker catches it in stride. Kind of reminds me of that Georgia-Auburn game back in 2013, the prayer Jordan Hare. And then, of course, a week later, it was the kick six. It had a little bit of that vibe to it. We'll take it. We've had some interesting touchdowns in this game so far on third down. We will take what we can get here in Memorial Stadium. This is our hard place to win. So SMU takes a 31-21 lead. There's still a minute left in the half. They're going to, oh, man, Lawrence had him there too. So 3rd and inches. They miss a wide open play. They don't mess around this time. They give it to an impact back. This time it's going to be Williams, who is able to pick up the first down despite Barksdale making the play. Lawrence under center. He's going to look. He fires left to Williams. Williams gets out of bounds at about his own 49-yard line. Actually, they are going to say the clock was running, so they go back to the pro set. Lawrence looks, fires, going left. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Cornhuskers. I formation. They're going back to Mackey. This has been their best play so far, but this one is not able to pick up a first down. 24 seconds. We have a chance to do something here. We get the ball. Clark looks, surveys, fires right, and has Joshua Moore down to the 40-yard line. We go hurry up here. Let's see what we can do here. I think Nebraska's going to be offsides regardless of what happens here. So we'll go ahead and take that. Yeah, we'll spike it, but we'll get an offsides because 49 decided he didn't need to get back onside. So thank you very much. We appreciate that. It's going to be a free 5. So it's going to be 1st and 5 at the 45 with 16 seconds. That stops the clock. Clark shotgun right hash. He's going to look, fire. He has, oh man, he had Josh Moore, but he dropped it. There's laundry on the field anyway. I believe this is holding. Yeah, it's holding. So this is coming back to the 35, and now we're kind of looking around going, maybe. I think we got one play here. Clark, shotgun right hash, rolls left, looking, surveying, decides not to take a shot and decides to pick up what he can on the ground. It's going to bring up a 2nd down, but there's 4 seconds left. Clark just chucks it downfield. Chisholm drops it. Let's just go to halftime. It's just time to go to halftime. Take your 10-point lead, and off we go. SMU 31, Nebraska 21 at halftime here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. SMU starts the second half with the ball. Anderson has a little bit of a seam here. He is loose. 40, 45 across midfield. Gets across the 45 and down to the Nebraska 43-yard line. Great return. Clark rolls left, fires deep, and he's got Casimir Walker. Another distance job for Casimir Walker, stepping up in a big way. 43-yard touchdown. How do you do? That's how we start the half. Clark hit as he throws, does not matter. Casimir Walker brings it in. You can see this ball get deflected. It doesn't matter. He's got too much arm strength, man. One play, 43 yards, and just like that, we're up by 17. Things are looking great, 38-21. Williams finds a little bit of space to operate, and he's able to pick up a first down. You're seeing Nebraska's doing a really good job running the ball up the middle, double tight set. Lawrence fires over the middle, a lot of contact, but no flag. We'll take it. 2nd and 10. I formation, tight end left, handoff Mackey. Juke spins. Oh, man, he almost got out of all the. Cody Brown comes back and makes a tackle, but not before he picks up 9. We're going to go back to Mackey. Mackey on the option. No, he's going to keep it. He picks up a first down. First down for Nebraska. 1st and 10 at their own 45. They're going to go back to Mackey. Breaks a tackle. Has a hole across the 40 to the 30 and down to the 24-yard line. Mackey's got 176 rushing yards. You get an impact back against us, and it's always kind of like, well, it's time to hold your breath. This kid's talented, and he's doing some work. Nebraska, ace formation, double tight, play action. Lawrence fires to the right, deflected away at the last second. Nice job by the safety. 2nd and 10. They're going to go ahead and go delayed handoff to Williams, who finds space to operate, and he picks up almost 10. He gets about 9 yards there. So Williams, 9 carries, 39 yards. They put in the jumbo formation, and Williams cleans up the rest. Picks up a first down. Nebraska on schedule. Lawrence under center. Hands off to Mackey. Mackey picks up 8 right up the gut. They've got 213 yards up the middle. 2nd and 1 at the 4. They're going right back to him. Picks up a first down. Nebraska's leaning on us a little bit. We're up 17, but their run game's starting to get going. Tight end I form. Mackey to the left side. No contest. Touchdown, Nebraska. The Huskers get back on the board. It's going to be 38-28. That was a good-looking drive from Nebraska, running the football. Took a lot of time off the clock, but you can tell their offense is clicking. They're in good shape. We get the ball back. We go Clark. We fire to the right, not able to connect. Clark going to go shotgun again. He's going to roll right, fire deep. Who's he got down there? Nobody in particular. Michael Chisholm, he overthrows everybody. 3rd and 10 at our own 18. It'd be nice to not have the ball for 5 seconds and give the ball right back. That's exactly what we're going to do. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, right back to Nebraska. That took no time off the clock. I believe it took 18 seconds. Mackey on the counter, down the sideline, down to our 30-yard line, and just like that, they're already in scoring range. They're in field goal range now. 16 carries, almost 14 yards a carry. Mackey, this time we bottle him up a little bit. We're able to get a little bit of penetration there. 2nd and 9. That's not going to deter Nebraska. They're going to go right back to Mackey. Doesn't get anything there either. Nice tackle by Rakeem Scott. It's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun. Lawrence surveys, fires, has the screen. Fuller gets by everybody. 20, 15, 10-5. Touchdown, Nebraska. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Not often do the screen busts like this. And that thing was a thing of beauty. We underrun it. We overrun it. We're all over the place. And Nebraska, after being down 38-21, is now down 38-35. We got ourselves a ball game again in pretty quick order, so don't turn off your television sets yet. We get the ball back, shotgun at the 20. Clark rolls right, fires, has Joshua Moore, is able to haul that one in. Down to the 45, big chunk of 25 there to get us back on schedule. We're able to find Moore on the right side, actually down to the 43. Clark under center, fires right, has Michael Chisholm, tries the spin move, doesn't quite pull it off, is not able to pick up much there, is able to pick up 2. 2nd and 8. Clark rolls right, fires. Oh, man, that hit you right in the chest, Casimir. You got to bring that in for your quarterback. 3rd and 8. Clemens under center. We bring in the backup there. He surveys. He's looking for somewhere to go. He doesn't have anyone particular to run, and there's a flag on the play. So let's see what the flag is here. Yeah, it's holding. So they're going to decline it instead of take it. So it's 4th and 3 instead of 3rd and 18. So we go for it. Clark under center, scrambles. I think he's going to pick it up with his legs. Gets around the DB and picks up a nice gain there. Big time run from Eric Clark, far and away our biggest run of the day. Clark fires, he's got Chisholm, gets him across the 30-yard line after a fresh set of downs, brings up 2nd and 5, handoff, Jakari Brown, have not run the ball a lot today. We're not able to audible because of where we're at, so we're a little bit one-dimensional, and that's okay. We're up 38-35 going into the 4th quarter for all to play for. Clemens, 3rd and 3, scrambles, looks left. I think he's just trying to get it with his legs. That's what he's here to do, and he does just that. He gets across the 20 into the 18. Clark under center, has a man wide open. Michael Chisholm, touchdown. SMU Mustangs. Nebraska's defense got caught. They left Chisholm wide open on the side. I think a DB thought that the linebacker had it, and the linebacker thought vice versa. Chisholm gets loose. And so what looked like a screen pass turns into a big chunk and a touchdown for the SMU Mustangs. They go back up by 2 scores, 45-35. Lawrence under center, fires, has Edwards. Nice chunk there. Nebraska doing a great job picking up like 8-9 yards on 1st down. Under center, Mackey breaks a tackle. He's gone, ladies and gentlemen. 20, 15, 10-5, show it to him. Touchdown, Nebraska. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Mackey is on fire. This kid looks like the best running back in the country. He is absolutely torching us. It is 45-42. Shotgun right hash. Clark fires deep. He overthrows everybody there. There's a little bit of contact here, though. Let's see what this flag is. This is going to be interesting. They're going to call pass interference on Nebraska. If I was in that stadium, I think I'd be pretty mad too. That's besides the point. Clark shotgun, right hash, rolls left, has Casimir Walker, who has to dive for it, but he does pick up a nice chunk, picks up 5, 2nd and 5 left hash. Shotgun, Clark fires to the right, has Joshua Moore, breaks a tackle, doesn't break the second one, but does pick up a 1st down. 1st and 10 at their own 48. Clark, shotgun, rolls left, looking, has Joshua Moore, brings it home. Oh, he almost broke that tackle, but does get across the 30 into field goal range. Big chunky yardage here. You're going to see he almost gets out of here. Oh, that would have been big. But as it stands, another big game. We are starting to run clock. We get man covered. Xavier Hart gets across the 20-yard line into the red zone. Another big chunk there. You're going to see us bleed the clock here. Under center, Clark fires to the right. Michael Chisholm picks up about 3 or 4 there. We have seven straight completions. 2nd and 6 under center. Clark surveys, fires to the left. Oh, Josh, baby, you got to bring that one home. 3rd and 6 after the drop in the end zone. Clemens looks, rolls left. Can he get it with his legs? It's going to be close. He's able to do it. So instead of settling for 3, we're able to extend this drive. Clark looks, rolls left. He's going to try to get it with his legs too. Oh, he's not able to get the pylon. 2nd and goal at the 1. We load up everybody. Shakari Brown not able to get in. Nebraska calls their first timeout. We're going to try it again, and this time Jakari Brown gets in the end zone. Touchdown SMU, and SMU goes back up by 2 scores with 1:50 to go. So SMU is able to take care of business offensively. Nebraska's got to make something happen and happen quick. That one's deflected, nearly intercepted by Raheem Scott off the bounce. 2nd and 10, shotgun, high snap. Lawrence looks, surveys. He's going to fire over the middle and find Keller. He's going to get up across the 40 down to the 43-yard line. There's a little bit of laundry on the field. We're going to find out that it's pass interference on us. I'm surprised they let a guy named Keller back in Memorial Stadium personally, but you know, not like the last guy completely ruined NCAA football for everybody for a decade. I digress. Mackey, 273 yards rushing, 29 receiving, 5 touchdowns. Tip of the cap, man. This kid absolutely killed us. They're going to go over the middle to Edwards, across the 40-yard line. They're not dead yet. They're still working on us. They're going to go no huddle. It'll be interesting to see what Nebraska does here. They run the football, they give it to Maggie, or they go option. They're going to pass this ball down the field. They do go option. Lawrence left. He fakes the pitch, then does pitch it. Oh, man. Maggie puts us in a blender, gets into the red zone, 20 carries, 294 yards. He has been an absolute menace. Lawrence fires to the left, throws into triple coverage. Pretty fortunate to get that one back on a pass attempt to Fuller. 2nd and 10 under center. Lawrence surveys, looks, fires left, has Mackey who breaks a tackle, but he does go out of bounds, so it's 3rd and 5. Lawrence under center, surveys, rolls right, fires over the middle, and that one looked like it was dropped. I think the receiver had a shot here. He should have made that play. So it's 4th and 5. Nebraska needs to extend the game. Nearly intercepted. Raheem Scott knocks it away. SMU's able to kneel the ball out, run out the clock, and the SMU Mustangs go on the road and beat the number 3 Nebraska Cornhuskers in Lincoln and in their first ever Big 12 game. Welcome to the conference, number 3 in Lincoln, and SMU comes away with a W. They look like they've lived here. Great job by SMU. This is a huge win for the profile of the program. Obviously, we've been beaten up on these Conference USA teams, but to go on the road against a team like Nebraska, one of the best teams in the country, and come away with a win absolutely solidifies our bona fides as being one of the best teams in the country. You see the stats are pretty even. Same amount of first downs, total yards are pretty close. They ran the ball a heck of a lot better than we did. We threw the ball a heck of a lot better than they did. Turnovers, there were no turnovers in this game. You don't see that very often. So this is a clean game, very even time of possession. I think the difference in this game was probably the couple of stops that we got early and the fact that we were able to hit a couple of big plays that otherwise maybe don't get hit. Obviously, we had a deflected pass for a touchdown. We had the rollout pass for the touchdown. I know Moore got a big one on 3rd down as well. So we were able to make some plays where they didn't, and that might be the difference in winning the Big 12 North and winning the conference championship. Who knows? Big day from Eric Clark. 26 for 39, over 400 yards, 6 touchdowns. Not doing much running the football. 3 receivers over 100 yards. Moore, Chisholm, and Walker. Hart was right there with 92. So we had 4 guys with 90 yards receiving or more. Beautiful thing. Gotta love it. Yeah, this was a tough one. We knew this was going to be a tough game, and it was. Happy to come away with a win. It only gets tougher from here. We got Texas Tech on the road next week. That's not a friendly environment, and we got to take care of business. So first conference win, we're 4-0. We roll. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Take care.